Hello and welcome to the week 5 update. I wanted to just leave a couple comments about the assignments that are due this week. The first one is the chapter 3 assignment that we've been working on for a couple weeks. And both parts are due this Sunday. You've been tracking your activities for at least 5 days and keeping track of your engagement and your energy levels as well as flow. So, like with all of the chapter assignments, what you see in the weekly folder is one small snippet. And then when you click on the link in the title, it takes you to the larger chapter assignment folder where you find all of the description about the assignment and also where to submit things. So keep that in mind. This idea of tracking what we do each day and trying to figure out what invigorates us and what is exhausting is a good first step towards the next assignment we have this week, which is the problem finding assignment. This one is trying to get you thinking about what kind of challenge you would like to work on for your design task this semester. It can be a problem that's more traditional, like maybe, what job will make me happy and a millionaire, which is what we think of as being kind of a traditional college student question. Or it might be something more everyday practical, like how can I figure out some time saving strategies that will help me survive all this COVID craziness and juggling all of these different responsibilities I have. So that's where we're headed, is a design question and doing some prototyping and which is where you try out part of a solution to see if that's a good direction to head. So that's where we're going with the problem finding assignment right now. We're just listing, brainstorming, and we'll keep narrowing down as we go forward. So here's some hints for how to mine your chapter assignments. So look back over chapter 1 and 2 and 3 and see if you can find some hints about the kind of problem that you might want to identify. So, all right, in chapter 1, we looked at our dashboard assessment for parts of our lives that aren't where we want them to be. What changes do you want to make is the question you could ask yourself looking at your chapter 1 assignment. You could look at your chapter 2 assignment. You could look for places where your work view and your life view clash, or for places where they work together I'm sorry, I'm trying to read my own right with how it's actually going. Oh, so both like thinking it towards the future or how they're currently clashing. So do any of these clashes indicate changes you want to make or problems you want to solve? You could look at your chapter 3 assignment and identify activities that you didn't enjoy, that drained your energy. Likewise, for places where you're engaged, energized, or found flow, what do you want to avoid, reframe, make better, do more of? So we've been building. There's a method. Here's the underlying method to the madness of how we're working through this semester. You can go back and use some of that material to help you identify your problems for this current assignment. So you'll be looking at your list and you'll pick 3 problems that seem the most interesting or maybe pressing, which means that you need to deal with them right now. Which 3 you might be most interested in working on in this class. So, and then you'll fill out more information on the 3 that you picked from your brainstorm. The next assignment we have this week is the study, note-taking, test-taking assignment. And I have loaded a lot of material for you. I'd like you to go through most of its videos and pick one of the tips, tricks, recommendations, or methods that are mentioned, and you're going to try it out. Okay, so that's the first step, and then you're going to reflect on if it was helpful. So your reflection, it's just 200 words. That's a minimum. You're going to, one, explain what you chose and tried, and also explain why you chose it. What problem are you trying to solve? Uh, Reflection on your experience. Here are some questions that can help you get going, but your reflection can cover more than what the questions ask. Like, how did it work? Was it effective? Do you think you'd use it again? And number three is, what other tips, tricks, recommendations, methods would you consider using, and why? So those are our three elements. I encourage you to try something you haven't tried before. It's a little disappointing for me when somebody says, Cornell note taking is my favorite. Tried it again this week, still love it. Like, that's not the point of that's not the point of design thinking. So design thinking is to try something new. Like, maybe you're not an artist, but you want to try visual note taking. Just go for it. Give it a try. You might be surprised about what you learn. I've had students have some real breakthroughs, especially with the study skills. So if, for instance, you're struggling with chemistry or biology or history, a class where you have to memorize and regurgitate a lot of information and data, uh, you know, challenge yourself a little bit and look at the studying material and the test taking material. Okay, so yep, that is the end of our update for this week. Good luck, and I hope things are going well for you.